Shelton coming to you from Communication Hill in San Jose, California. It is Tuesday, August 31st, 2021. And this is my, sorry, this is a little loose. I don't think you'll get motion sickness from that little bit. This is my back to school night promo, or not promo, back to school night piece to the parents of Art 2 students. Most of your students had me for Art 1. Several have had Miss Johnson as well. A very similar experience. I love Art 2 class. It's more relaxed than Art 1 because more of their projects, their decision making's in their hands. We're only going to do about maybe 6 major projects over the school year. Let's maybe 8 because they're longer. It's taking all the skills we learned in Art 1, adding a few, and doing more challenging work with them. Like we're starting with a scratch board, which takes everything, not everything, but a lot of what we learned in Art 1 as far as composition and line work, value, textures, all this kind of stuff. But they're making a personal image with it. They have to do it in reverse. They're scratching away ink, and you can't really afford to make mistakes. So that's a real challenge. And we're going to be going to do watercolor next. So they've learned about color. Now we're going to learn watercolor. And we will be going to Blackberry Farms for 3 consecutive weeks to sketch and watercolor from life. After we get done with those, we'll do some charcoal. We're going to do some independent projects, some longer, more grand, original portraits. And we're going to get into acrylic painting. It's quite an exciting time. We'll have some guest lecturers coming from various art schools. Once we get to Art 2, I'd say, maybe 40 to 50% of the kids are seriously thinking about art school, maybe a little more. And then they won't all go there, but it behooves them to meet with some of the representatives from the schools. We've had good relationships with most art schools, and we have a lot of kids that have gone in that profession, and they're willing to come back and talk to students, and they do sometimes. Art 2 also goes on a field trip. Hopefully the museums will be back in order. We haven't done it in a few years. Hopefully when we come to next March, April, we'll be able to do a museum trip. Obviously, if COVID's still a big issue, we will not do that. But it's my hope that we will go back to doing that. We're always looking for parent chaperones. As far as grading, you should know the system by now. In our department, for me, but in pretty much all 3 of us art teachers, we're more concerned with your commitment, your attitude towards doing the work, you're listening to our advice, you're understanding the key concepts, or at least trying to, and following the underlying directions, not just kind of going off on your own or not doing any work at all. If you buy into the program, if you treat the class seriously and you attempt to do what I ask you to attempt to do, you'll probably get an A, almost assuredly get an A. If you slack off, or you have an attitude, or the work doesn't get done, or you just kind of do everything without learning what's going to improve or what's going to help you, that also will harm your grade. But most all our kids do very well because they buy into the program. That's why they're there. If you don't know, I think it's 18, 19 years at the school, 1 more year in the district. Before that, I taught 2 years in upstate New York, 7 years down in Ventura County. And so it's like 29 years. Before that, I did 3 years at a private school in Los Angeles. And I went to Syracuse University. I was a film major and a painting major. And so from Art 2, if they want to stay, there's a lot to do. If you want to go into a career, there's a lot we can do to help you do that. We have multimedia class, we have a graphic design class, we have Art 3, 4, we have studio art. So hopefully we'll get a good chunk of your kids in this class will decide to stay on. And even if you don't want to be an art major, we have plenty of kids, that do not go into the major but just love it and want to stay with it for the 4 years. I think that's about it. Thank you for filling out and sending in the money for boosters. For our the abatement fee for the class, the $50. We appreciate that. We run on that. And if you'd like to donate to boosters, if you have, thank you. And if you haven't but would like to, I'll put the links for the forum below the video here on Schoology. Feel free to contact me, lowercase JAY_SHELTON at FUHSD.org. I think you all know that. And I'd love to keep in touch with you. And hopefully the kids are bringing their work home, and hopefully they're having a good time. If they're not having a good time, let me know, or if they have any complaints. Not saying I'll fix anything, but let me know. I'll do my best. All right, fade to black. See you later. Bye-bye.